we are. I'm excited. You
Back
excited?
again.
Back again. Okay, picking up from where we left off, down there, and headed up forever. Hello, Standing Indian Mountain. Let's start with you.
This does not feel like a stable footbridge.
Excellent. Second shot. That was so great. This is my
Is that really fun for you?
fun game. Okay, so I put it like between my legs. Yeah, my feet.
That's nice. That's some nice water flow.
You know why?
Why?
It's a new filter, and it's not my stupid filter that I had for spring break.
Also not my filter. Well, no. Actually, I brought the exact same filter from spring break. I just cleaned it with vinegar. So hopefully it works now. I have not field tested yet. But I did. You could take awesome showers with that. You could wash your hair.
You could do a decent shower.
You could wash your
Yeah,
hair.
I'm really excited.
Tempted to do that. My sister asked, she was like, where's your shampoo and conditioner? And I was like,
I have bronzers.
do you think that I'm taking showers?
What is we're doing out here?
Well,
Roughing it.
then she meant, like, what about when you stay at campgrounds? And I was like, we don't usually. Like, if we're going to go in, we're going to go in big. We're going to shower, like, a real shower. This was just about the right amount of hiking. We FYI, it was only 9/10 of a mile.
1 mile.
No, we could have gone maybe, like, we could have doubled it. Like, we could have done 2 miles in, but, like, for day one, we're getting to the trail after lunch.
Mm-hmm.
It's already the hottest part of the day. I'm already cranky about leaving air conditioning and coffee and bubbly water for mosquitoes and humidity and heavy packs. Like, this is about, like, a good amount. Like, it gave us plenty of time to get here, get set up. We're just chilling. It's a really pretty day. I'm really happy it's not raining right now.
Get the place to ourselves.
We got the place to ourselves. We got our choice of campsites and hammock sites. So, yeah. This was a good first day.
It was my favorite so far.
So your favorite so far?
Because day one.
Oh, your favorite day one. I thought there's only been one day.
It's my favorite. Well, day one last year, it rained, and then even after the rain, everything was soaked, so we had to leave our rain gear on. It was hot and sticky for 4 miles.
It was really sticky, yeah.
And then we got into camp kind of late.
Because it was 4 miles.
It was dark. It was darker.
It was darker to getting dinner made. It was darker getting we were just rushing to get our tents up. We didn't have time to socialize.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was dark, and when it's full dark, everybody goes to bed. So, like, even if we wanted to socialize, we really couldn't because it's rude.
Spring break, we lucked out with the ride from Matt up that mountain because if we had gotten in any later than that, it would have been completely dark.
But
to
even
Muskrat.
that was really miserable.
But that was
hiking
miserable.
into Muskrat Shelter and doing like a 7-mile first day was just a bad choice. Like,
welcome to North Carolina. We're gonna make you hurt.
It was all up. It was all hard.
That was hard. Even today was like straight up 9/10 of a mile, but it didn't feel as steep.
It wasn't terrible. Like it was a little slopey.
Right.
And there were flat patches, and it wasn't very rocky. Like it was a nice up mile. All the up miles need to be like that.
So we have Standing Indian tomorrow. We're gonna get a view.
It's supposed to be pretty.
So it was 1.5 miles. So there's only 6 more tenths of a mile up to the top, and then there's gonna be that amazing view.
Well,
that
and we should hit
everyone's
it early
talking
in the
about.
morning, which is great because
Yeah.
if the weather's accurate,
The weather's good.
holding our fingers, there's not even supposed to be a chance of rain until later in the afternoon.
So it's right up here
oh,
behind us.
it's pretty. That's
Yeah.
gonna be really nice. I'm excited. I'm excited for a good view on the second day, first real day of
That's a
hiking.
pretty famous like with Blood Mountain, like Standing Indian Mountain is pretty famous.
Well, it's because there's a campground.
Yeah.
There's an adjacent campground.
And trails. I'm really excited about Mount Arnold, and I hope we hit it in good weather to see
That's
from.
not tomorrow though. That's
That's like
from
2
now.
days.
Okay.
But the
Fire
day
Tower.
after tomorrow, day 3, we will hit our 100-mile mark
Oh,
on
that's
the
gonna
AT,
be so exciting.
and it'll be completely. I have to figure the mileage out because it's completely different from the actual 100 mile.
So it's not mile 100. It's our 100th
It's our
mile.
100th.
We get to
mile.
celebrate too this trip though, because
Yeah,
we're gonna hit our 100th mile, and
And
then
then
we're gonna
the actual
hit mile 100.
Mile 100.
We're gonna make double. We're gonna have double hundreds.
We get to our mile.
I will celebrate with Skittles.
100 in like. We're at 90 miles. We've done 90 miles
90 on trail miles.
on trail.
Okay.
So yeah, in 10 miles we'll get our. So it's 2 days. We get our 100 mile.
Yay.
We level up. We get our badge.
Our badge.
We get our 100-mile badge.
Yay.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. We're feeling pretty good about bear cans because the logs show that multiple people have had their bear bags snatched.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that whatever we're throwing up in the bear bag is just like extra snacks and cookware. It's nothing that's like losable. I'm concerned that we're going to lose our canisters and we're going to toss them down the
I
hill.
will be really upset if my Fritos are not there in the morning. I'm not going to lie.
Your Fritos made it into my bear-proof smell bag inside the bear bag.
Okay.
So they shouldn't be able to smell the Fritos.
I have an entire bag of Fritos I plan on eating this trip.
That...
They're the scoopables. They're for my tuna.
I don't think that was a bad spot that we put it on.
Yeah. Obviously the bears are clever.
No,
around
it's
here.
like...
So, like, of the options available left.
From the main trunk, it's like 9 feet out, and then from that particular curve in the branch, it's like 4 feet out. So,
but it's a really light branch.
it's what?
Which means
What is that?
maybe-
20 feet high at least?
Yeah.
20 feet. Yeah. So.
I mean, it's like approvable. Like it's like it fits what they recommend. But
Second try.
apparently the bears around here are clever.
Yeah, the bears here are good. If that works out, I'm going to put a note in the log and say, the branch over the fire pit is a great
Bear
place
bags.
to hang your bag. As long as you're not having a fire. You're not putting smoke and fire underneath the gas canister that's 20 feet in the air.
To be fair, it's really warm. I can't imagine anyone showing up and being like, you know what, we want a big bonfire.
Yeah, it's 5:40. Well, I mean, some people roll in around sunset, so
sunset, yeah.
They were coming from Dix Creek.
Especially if they're gonna stay in the shelter. If you're not putting up a tent, then why bother? Roll in when you want.
I haven't seen any mice here, but
I don't see any nests.
There's
which is comforting.
No, there's all sorts of talk about them. Although one person said they weren't too bad, and then another person said they were like scampering on the metal roof.
I actually wonder if they're underneath the floor.
I think they are.
Because there's all sorts of debris back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes me glad I'm in a hammock.
Yuck. Oh, this lighting.
It's nice. It's a nice day.
I can't hear humanity, and it's beautiful.
No, but I do hear lots of flies.
Yeah.
Fly heavy area.
Let's go see the mountain azalea. So it's day 1 of our hike and day 7 of recovering from the flu. So I'm actually feeling great. I think we ate a lot of calories once we got here. And since we only did low mileage today, we didn't expend that many. So I think that there's enough fuel in the tank to be able to recover. And hopefully I'll sleep good tonight and then maybe clear some of this up for later this week. But I've got all the meds just in case it doesn't clear. I just can't believe how pretty it is and how we have this all to ourselves. It's so wonderful. Here's our camp. Here's Rachel. Sunset.
Hi. I'm in my bear burrito.
So it's the end of day 2. We are at Beach Gap, and we hiked 5.5 miles of the AT. We hiked a lot more than that today, though, to Beach Gap. And we did 3 different water sources that were all off trail. So they were varying degrees of mileage. My Fitbit says that I have done 8.75 miles and that I have burned 276 minutes of cardio and done 42 flights of stairs. Seems about right. So for stairs, we came over Standing Indian. Those views were spectacular. And then tonight we made some dinner. We had a Mountain House beef mac chili. That was awesome. So good. It was so good. Rachel said it was acceptable. So that's pretty good praise. And we are camping with a sweet Mennonite family who have parents and 3 daughters, and they're all carrying all their weight. And they started at Springer a week ago. So we just finished dinner, and we did all our camp chores. You know, throw up a bear bag with our cook kit in it and trash. And then we put our canisters out so that they hopefully won't be disturbed. And we're kind of bunking down for the night. We have no service, so I'm going to have to read on my phone and enjoy a little book tonight before it gets dark. It's getting dark a lot sooner. It's only 7:30, and it's starting to get dark, which is great. Last night, we were way up high on a ridge, and it didn't get dark until like 9:45 and 10 o'clock at night. So hoping to sleep better tonight than I did last night. We'll see. My Fitbit says I got 1 hour and 25 minutes of REM, which is about a half hour less than I need. So it definitely helps your day when you get that REM sleep at night. So yeah, thanks for tuning into our adventures. Do you want to add anything? What was the toughest part of your day?
Going through that tall stuff.
Oh.
We couldn't see whether or not there were snakes. My side was hurting, and it was kind of hot. And I was just like in a really negative place.
We both were. Yeah. The poison sumac was over our heads, and we had to bushwhack through 2 miles of poison sumac. So when we got in to camp, the first thing we did was head straight for the water source, and it was a little stream, and we scrubbed down with mud and water and grit to get all the poison oils off. So hopefully we won't wake up in agony tomorrow. I had this whole section of my face was itching earlier, badly, until I scrubbed it. Rachel has a special IV wash product that she uses. So we stopped for lunch at Carter Gap, and this has been one of the best lunch spots. We have LTE here, so I was able to FaceTime back home, and I had a hipster lunch, which was a freeze-dried guacamole mix. It was really spicy. And I also had some seaweed almond chips from Costco, and now I'm having some Starbucks iced coffee without ice, but still it's very cold mountain water. So that was my $18 hipster lunch that I'm having on the trail. So yeah, it's been really nice. There's been some butterflies around here. Rachel's using the privy with a view. There's been a ton of bugs on the trail for the past couple of days, but I haven't had to wear bug spray because the gnats are just attracted to the CO2. So I hold my breath and then I go as I'm walking down the trail, and then they don't bug me. And that's only in like the really wet kind of gullies that you have to do that in. And then mosquitoes, knock on wood, haven't been so bad. So we're having a good time. We're gonna pack up and head over to Betty Creek for our campsites tonight. All right, have a great day. I can hear this song, Every Girl, this song. I can hear our 100-mile mark,
Okay.
the stream.
I'm all sweaty.
Ooh. What's special about this spot?
This is our 100th AT mile.
This is our 100th AT mile together. What? Feels good.
It's not actually mile 100. It's
No.
our 100th.
But we did that day hike, so yeah. Go team!
Go team.
Go team! Beautiful. This is harder than standing Indian. These little bumps, they're so much harder than the famous ones. I don't know why. Time of day, heat, bugs. Here's a special reference for the really cool kids.
My music's gonna get your video taken off of YouTube.
Not if we talk over it a bunch.
Show them the view though.
Checking out our view. We earned it.
Is this like a really great water source because you're drinking out of a culvert that normally people warn their children not to play in?
This one's too little, I think, to play in, right? It's just the flow rate, and you fill the whole thing. You know, like when you're putting it in a pond, you can't ever quite fill the whole thing.
Yep.
Okay, we're working our way up Mount Albert, as you can see. Albert, don't play. Here's my view. How you doing, Rach?
I like being up this high. I'm really high.
In case you're wondering, this is the actual mile 100, in case you're going to be a purist like us. Yeah, you gotta hike down from Mount Albert to the bad weather bypass, and then you can claim your 100. But go ahead, marker people. Go ahead, marker people.
This is unremarkable. Rhododendrons.
Yeah. Not quite as cool.
There's a yellow pole right there. In cement.
Yeah, that's kind of boring. Okay. Happy 100.
Yay!
The Appalachian Trail is a 2,190-mile national scenic trail that traverses the eastern coast of the United States, from Springer Mountain in Georgia all the way north to Mount Katahdin in Maine. For section hikers, the trail is always there, a challenge for weekends, holidays, and summers, a challenge that Rachel and I have now met almost 7% of, with 150 hiked AT miles in 2 years over the course of 3 separate trips. The hikes always leave us humbled, both mentally and physically, and appreciative of the rugged, natural beauty of the trail. The trail isn't going anywhere, and it often calls to us in the months when we can't hike. The lure of the white blaze is a strong one that many hikers have caught a fever for. It's a challenge that requires preparation, research, and training, or it becomes unforgivable. For some, the trail becomes a bucket list through hike quest. For others, a lifelong dream. Thank you for joining us as we continue following that dream. We are almost back into civilization, and I saw this sign down there. They're cute. What are your words?
I'm excited. I'm excited for food and a shower and laundry.
Oh my
It's a
God,
good
laundry.
thing phones don't have smell.
Oh, this is our 5-day stink that you can't smell right now. You're welcome.